Hello everyone, welcome back to Eye on South Florida. We are talking about digitizing your medical records, and joining us today is Kevin Hauser. He is the CEO of Medefile International, based out of Boca Raton, correct?
That's correct.
We have Kenneth Pryor. He is a private nurse, registered nurse, and Scott Kmack, who is also a nurse. And you recently treated Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
As well. Let's talk about your private experience, because you were recently admitted into the emergency room. And what happened with that?
About a month ago, I was admitted into an emergency room for something dealing with head trauma. And when they took my blood in the hospital, they saw that some of my blood levels were elevated. And they wanted to basically use my other blood tests from previous to see what my baselines were. And they couldn't get in touch with my doctor. They couldn't get any of the records. And finally, when I asked them what was the holdup, they said, well, before we can really go any further, we want to verify some of these levels with your doctor. And I said, well, I have it all right here. And I took out my iPhone, I entered into my account, and I was able to show them my previous labs for the last 3 months and 6 months. And at that point, they knew right away that my levels were substantially elevated from this event, that my baselines were substantially lower.
And Ken, what if he didn't have that information? How long would it have taken to get that?
Well, chances are we probably wouldn't have got that information. And kind of the joke that we have in the hospitals as well as the doctor's offices, there's 3 words that we always say all the time, and it's 3 words are, where's the chart? And the funny thing is Medefile is, where's the chart? It's, as you said earlier, walking around with all your medical history, it's a ream of paper, probably longer than what you put in your copy machine. And the thing is that they actually have that, whether it's with you or whether it's actually up in a cloud somewhere and totally accessible all the time, makes a huge difference in the type of care you receive and how quickly you receive the care.
And the privacy issue, I think that's scary for a lot of people, because having all of your personal information in one spot is a little bit frightening. So
Sure.
I'm sure you all take that very seriously.
We do. Privacy and security is of utmost importance to everyone at the company. And we make sure that, number one, any and all the information in your Medefile is fully encrypted. And it's one of those things that we understand, and when we started the company, it was a matter of balancing the security versus the accessibility. And I think we've done a really good job in doing that. I mean, the way that the drive works is when you plug it into any computer, Windows-based computer, it'll automatically load only your emergency information. That's information that if, God forbid, you were incapacitated and you couldn't speak for yourself, this is the information that any paramedic or fire rescue would need and try to ascertain your name, your allergies, your medications, your medical conditions, your emergency contacts. Any other information on the drive is secured in a username and password authenticated area that, again, security that we built in is if you try to attempt to log in 3 failed attempts, it'll automatically delete all the data off of the drive so that nobody can ever do anything with it again. So we do take privacy and security very, very important at the company. We're always looking to, of course, enhance it in every way that we can, spending the money on R&D on it. But as of right now, it's a very secure system, and we take it very, very seriously.
All right, so I've got a thick file of my medical records. Do I just give those to you, or how do you go about doing those?
You actually, Suzanne, don't have to do anything. But you have to
I love that answer.
Absolutely. When somebody enrolls into our system, it's really quite simple. The only thing that they need to do to ensure that we're doing our job properly is simply tell us who their doctors are and some basic contact information, and we take care of the rest. We go out to each and every one of your providers. We gather those records on your behalf for you, and every time that records come into our system, we notify you and let you know that you need to update your drive so that you can have the most up-to-date information on your behalf. And that's including scans, EKGs, progress notes, anything and everything that's at your doctor that they send over to Medefile is going to be in your vault, and you have accessible 24/7.
So every hospital or doctor that I have been to, I basically just give you a list and then sign an authorization and you contact them directly.
You actually would fill it out in our online profile in your account, and from there we take care of the rest. And when you enroll, you're actually asked to sign an authorization form, which gives us basically the permission to act as your personal representative. And by law, these healthcare providers have to comply with these record requests, and typically within 30 days. So we make it we make a very concerted effort to go out to those providers, make sure that not only are we getting your records, but also getting them in the stated amount of time by each state statute.
And you can put it on someone's iPhone, you can give them a bracelet. There are many different forms you can carry this around.
Absolutely. Well, certainly your online account is what we call the nucleus or the hub of the wheel, so to speak, and everything else is really a mirror image or a secondary device. So yes, you can log into your account through an iPhone, through a regular BlackBerry, or even any internet-enabled cell phone. You can access through our Medimobile platform as Drive, the Medidrive, which is a USB chip, which whether it's on a bracelet or on a keychain, any of that simply gets stored onto the drive, and it's automatically updated on any of your cell devices as well.
You know what's great about that is that, don't mean to interrupt, but you know when you authorize to collect those medical health records, they're organized.
Right, we got a wrap.
They're categorized, which is excellent. And not only that, especially if you contact your physician, you can actually give remote access so that they can actually look at.
Sorry, we gotta wrap it up.
Oh, no
and cost really quickly.
Cost is very, very. It's about $15 a month.
Monthly fee.
Yep.
Okay. And if you want to find out more information, you just go to medifile.com. We also have the number across the bottom of your screen. That's going to do it for Eye on South Florida. Thank you all for joining us. Great segment.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.